Coming up for coup, which is going to come under.
Go in and look at all those cans. Those ultras are just chewing through it, but then in comes the main army and Void Rays galore. Rising Storm realizes that's not a winning fight, but oh, he's going to go back in anyway.
He hallucinates.
Storm on. Oh my goodness! Look at those storms.
He hallucinates a couple Void Rays in there to try and scare Rising Storm away, but Rising Storm was not deterred.
And there's so many Void Rays you can't even see what's happening. And Rising Storm GG is forward. It's going to target down that Nidus Worm, so there will be no escape, no reinforcements.
Second Nidus Worm going down to provide a way out. Nice transfuses from those queens.
Look at those force fields, and those swarm hosts are just getting obliterated.
Again, more transfuses. 2 transfuses on that one to save that. Nidus Worm pops. Is he going to be able to get out? It doesn't look like it. Pooh doing a great job of holding this out. I'm really impressed.
Pooh has positioned his observers in really brilliant spots. Really knowing the range that those spore crawlers can hit and where you can position them to still get vision but not take damage. And that all gets cleaned up. They do cloak. They're going to try and get some EMPs down. Or no, he's actually just sniping the High Templar, it looks like.
Yeah, and some nice EMPs on there as well. But 3-3 just finished for Kaio, so Damasecum giving Kaio the time he needs. Awesome storms go down. The Zealots charge in there. Orange and yellow there.
But those Vikings are getting their money's worth as they do take out the remainder of the Colossus. Another good storm does take out some ghosts. And Damasecum is smartly moving his units around, spreading them out to try and defend, but this is just too much composition.
But these ghosts get in a great EMP. All the Archons.
Yeah, but they did not cloak, and so many of them fall. There's only 2 remaining left with this army. Holy!
Really strong against this push. The sentries don't do a ton of damage to Mutalisk, and he's just going to bring in everything from all different angles. Nice surround.
Oh, but great force fields, though. Able to zone out a lot of those Zerglings to keep his units safe, but there's so many Roaches and Mutalisk doing tons of damage here. And Rarjung is in deep trouble now. And there's the GG, as Death End's army was somewhat out of position, but the Zealots are moving forward, storming right into the storm that he puts down. Ghosts are cloaked and doing some decent EMP damage. Oh, huge EMP on all the High Templar. They are doing nothing now, immediately trying to warp into, or turn into Archons.
But look at those Colossus Gallegation. Those 3 Colossus are untouched, and they're doing huge amounts of damage to this Bioforce.
Yeah, there just weren't enough Vikings there to do much, and D-Nice is just stim microing his way into the units. Ooh, great.
Couple nice feedbacks there.
Feedbacks, yeah. And
I think the entire army was in range of that storm. That was an amazing storm. Another time, everything is all clumped up.
Loading up, but everything's dying. Yeah, being able to see those when they're invisible is definitely useful, but now this engagement is going down. The Colossus doing so much damage to these ground forces. The EMP is don't look like they're as effective this time, and the Vikings trying to do what they can, but storms galore, and the ground army of D-Nice is being wrapped up. There is the... really trying to push to get this other base as he needs the income, but this army is in such huge supply, and Guitarchi's kind of just 1Aing his way in here, definitely getting bungles down. Oh, there goes the Neural Parasite, but the Tempest does die. Oh, he went for the Archon, so he's got the Archon now. But wow, Guitarchi's taking heavy losses here. Oh, huge Neural Parasites on all those Archons.
Oh, Archons are such meaty units, and GG.
We have a big engagement about to come up, and Lightning is moving forward. These Marines are trying to get away, but the tanks aren't even sieged. He's not even going to bother doing it. And he does get those EMPs off, which are doing huge damage to this army. The rest of the army is going to be able to move in unhindered.
Oh, no, and that supply depot even down. Oh, the Baneling's able to just freely roll into the base and get all the SCVs that are naturally going to die.
I mean...
48 Lings in production, so this is going to max out Guitarchi. He's going to have a ton of Lings, producing a ton of... Oh, but great scan by Demo. He knows exactly what's coming.
He did have 3 Marines stim up there, and they did get taken out by that, so he wants to engage this smartly on his terms. And sure enough, those Marines are spreading and baiting right back into those mines. And the mine hits go off. Oh my gosh, so many Banelings go down, but so do the Marines. And again... Guitarchis comes out on top of that engagement.
It's still a 200 army to 127. And there's so many Zerglings and Banelings. They don't even need the Mutas right now.
Nope, they're just kind of doing their own thing, and sure enough, moving in, trying to take out the towers so that the Mutalisks can kind of do whatever.
And there are 2 mines here at the front too, so it matters if they can get those shots off. But the Banelings coming in.
Oh wow!
Oh, the mine hits the
barracks.
roaches.
Banelings take out the barracks and all of the SCVs that came down to try and repair it. So now the roaches and Banelings are moving in unhindered. More Baneling shots go down. Barracks are falling. Roaches are just doing their thing. And Hawaiian Style is going to have a hard time dealing with this. Forced to raise up in the back part of his base in the main. And he's going to have to try and defend from there now.
Those mines are just about... finish before he moves in here. He's going to force field around the bunker to keep everything back. Oh, that bunker is going to go down very quickly as he targets it with the Immortals.
And he pulls the SCVs trying to get the repair off, but they just cannot get there because of the force fields. And everything is getting chewed apart at the front, making sure the SCVs are at the front so his attacking army is able to survive long enough to do any damage. And this ground force is just doing huge damage at the moment. Stranded forced to lift up his expand, forced to go up to the top of the ramp. And Ire is really just playing very commandingly at the moment.
If we can get up here for this second bunker finish. Oh, nice time warp there. That's a great time warp.
That does make it difficult for those Marines to engage here. And that bunker's going to use those as a buffer to try and get some damage done. 2 Stalkers. Oh, only a few Stalkers fall here.
Yeah, if you look at you here too.
But they're not really engaging in the battle, so they can't really drum up too much scaring if they're all the way back there.
Great time warps by both players. Neither army can move very freely through the battlefield as those Colossus are trying to do a lot of damage here to the Sentries and Zealots.
Archons are able to soak up some of that damage, but with the Colossus, they don't target just a single guy, they target it indiscriminately, so a lot of great force fields to negate the micro of that Immortal. And geez, Ire's army is just going so deep.
It's a big question, is it?
Oh, there it is. Oh, no.
Oh, he does drop the... Oh, great drops.
Oh, my goodness. Wonderful drops. And immediately burrows that mine.
Oh, great mine hit. And even again, more force fields go down, trap more roaches, but they do get a bit of a surround here. Is he going to have enough force fields to hold them out? Looks like he is.
And he's not... Guitarchis just can't get the surrounds that he needs. So many of his roaches aren't even involved in this fight, while the Immortals are just tearing apart the ones that are.
Yeah, Guitarchi's now going to take a break from replenishing with the roaches as he's going to get cleaned up here and make 22 Zerglings.
And Guitarchi's GG's.
Six Banelings headed into Baldwin's base. He's trying to split them up to get a little bit of splash around. 3 heading in, 1 trailing behind with 2 behind that. Getting a nice surround on the drones, and the drones are going to take a huge hit.
And another huge hit. Baldwin's kind of split up a little bit, but he just doesn't have it going for him. And those queens get surrounded. 1 falls, the second one falls. Zerglings are getting cleaned up. Drones are getting cleaned up. There's not a lot Baldwin can do. Oh, but they're out of position. He blinks forward and starts doing major damage. 1 falls. He doesn't get any. Oh, there's a gank, and 1 Colossus falls. And the second one, oh, yep, that one goes too. 3rd falls. 4th falls. More ganks. Oh my goodness, there's so much damage. And he recalls out having lost 5, almost 6. Stalkers get left behind, and they are getting cleaned up. Or the Stalkers move up to try and do some damage. Blink back defensively. And the Vikings are moving in, doing huge damage to those Colossus. The Ghosts get a huge EMP down. So much damage.
Huge EMP in those. Everything's going down.
And this is not looking good for Semper right now. He's taking huge, although, I'm sorry, it wasn't looking good for Happy right there, but Semper decided to walk away and giving time Happy to regroup.
This is going to be a bit of trouble for Dredsky.
And he's going straight for that queen. It looks like, oh, he's going to pull off and start hitting the drones instead. 1 goes down, 2nd goes down.
Man, that's rough for Dredsky.
He's going to
come
down.
Have free reign here.
Drone kills. And he's not pulling him. He realizes that there's
probably a huge number of Hellions at 11.
Roaches heading towards the front. They are going to be greeted by Mines and Banshee and Bunker, and they are going to run away. There is nothing that they can do there, and in the meantime, he is taking huge damage back at his 3rd. So many drone kills. So many drone kills.
Oh my God.